Today is Thursday, May 3rd, 2012, and this is the first video on my garden that I've recently built. It's been completed about 3 weeks now, something like that, and I've got most things planted or transplanted, and I'm going to kind of show you around today. So, first thing we're going to do is take a look at the garden from my deck, where I'm standing right now. So as you come outside onto my deck, I've got some flowers in a pot that we're testing out, some seedlings that we're hardening off right now before we put them in the garden itself. So that's there. That is my dog Zane chewing on something. He likes to chew on stuff, so he's been good so far and has stayed out of the garden. He minds pretty good. So move over this way, and you can see the two 4 by 24 foot raised garden beds. They're 10 inches deep, so filled with 6 tons of compost and topsoil with some peat moss. Also have some rock dust inside there to return the trace minerals back into the soil, which will make the plants healthier and better tasting. So that's the view from up top. We're going to move down to ground level and show you some more. Alright, before we move to the raised garden themselves, I also have this blackberry bush plant right there, if you can see that. Cut the tomato cage around it to help keep the dog away from it. He likes to chew on sticks. He's destroyed one raspberry plant that we're going to move to next. This is where, hey dog, this is where the raspberry plant that I've got into the ground right now currently resides. Had to put up this chicken wire around it because dog Zane sees sticks sticking out of the ground and he likes to chew it. So this is the spot where he's the first attempt that he chewed it out of the ground. I tried to replant it, but it hasn't done anything. But you can see it's got some grass around it, but it's already starting to shoot off some side shoots and whatnot. I need to get in there and get rid of that grass and mulch it down. That's going to be this weekend's project, or one of them. So along here I've got some flowers that haven't really started taking off. I've got a couple strawberries that were left over from the front yard that I didn't have room for, that I put back here, that are doing great, but that's not a big deal. So alright. So you can see back of the house, the front bed in front and the back bed in back. And we're going to go move up front. We're going to kind of tell you what's in it. Alright, we are into the front bed here on this right side. I'm going to start with the boring part first. There's nothing in this right now. A couple of the starts that I'm hardening off right now are tomatillo plants that take up quite a bit of room. They're going to take up probably half of that, and then I'm going to plant some more herbs up front. So moving here to the right a little bit, I've got some tomato plants. There's 5 tomato plants there. Those are all transplants started from seed inside. I'm going to show you my seed starting and my light setup inside on a different video here soon. Moving over, these are all pepper plants. Got some red lipstick peppers, some orange bell, some purple bell, some jalapeno, and some peppercini. And I've got a few Thai Barappa, I believe that's how you say it, peppers, as starts inside. So, just noticed, you see right there, I've got a tomato plant that's flowering. I'm going to have to come back out here in a little bit. I've been on all my peppers. That's the first tomato flower that I've seen. But on all my pepper plants, especially this big one here, right there, it's had probably half dozen or so, if not more, flowers on it that I've been picking off to encourage green growth so it grows vertical. So that is our cantaloupe. Not a huge cantaloupe or watermelon fan, but my girlfriend is, so she wanted to try it, so we said, what the heck. It's been in the ground about a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe. That was purchased from our local Home Depot. Right here in front, I just pulled out some cucumber transplants that had some transplant shock going on. They weren't doing very much, and they were turning really light green and white and weren't looking very good, so I pulled them, and I have direct seeded some additional cucumbers. So and the spot in between that green leafy, it's actually zucchini or summer squash, but in between I have seeded some, they're called ground cherries or husk tomatoes. It's a different type of fruit that I've never had before that I really want to try. I've also got some seed starts inside that if these seeds don't take, I can transplant. So you see I've got some marigolds planted in the front of the bed to help with just making everything look pretty, and get some bees for pollination and attract some of the good bugs. So you also see intertwined with the marigolds, there are some cucumber seed starts that are about, I'd say those are about a week old since they've sprouted. So I already mentioned the zucchini or summer squash. That's a test that I started as a seed inside and put it in the garden without hardening it off, just to see what it would do. I'm hardening off 2 more right now that are, one's actually quite a bit bigger than that I hope to have in the garden by the end of the weekend. So they have a few more days to harden off. But wrong direction, sorry about that. This is my area where I planted or seeded my Swiss chard. Never had it before. I always see people on their videos on YouTube raving about Swiss chard and how it tastes and how great it is for you, so I figured we'll go ahead and put some in here. And in this last 2-foot section here, I've got probably 7 or 8 broccoli plants that are direct from seed into the garden. So this garden, this bed, doesn't look like it's too full now, but I give it another 3 weeks and it's going to definitely look like it's planted really well. So moving on to the back bed.